Who is a unicorn? Picture this. You're at a cozy cafe with your friends, listening to conversations about their everyday boring 9-to-5 jobs, how much their house renovations will cost and what material they'll use, and complaints about the childcare system. As you sit there, sipping your coffee, you can't help but feel a bit out of place. You silently hope that they won't turn to you and ask about your life, because what could you possibly say? Saying how it is out of the question. I mean, it would probably mean exclusion from the community immediately. Saying, "Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just know I don't want what you have. It seems absolutely horrible. So right now I'm sleeping on my sofa so that I can rent out my bedroom, so that I can work as little as possible and try to build something on my own. I dream of traveling the world, working remotely and making a positive impact while earning a comfortable living. Perhaps go to Bali and participate in cacao ceremonies and use dance as a form of healing, or maybe stay with a tribe in the jungle for a while." They'd be like, "Is she okay? Like, dream on. Like, we're the reasonable adults here. She'll come back when she has realized that she's living in a fantasy." Being a unicorn is all about feeling like the odd one out in your friend group or family. It means wanting to do things differently and feeling like something is wrong with you for not fitting into the norm. I don't believe in rebelling against the norm just for the sake of it. What matters is that you make your own choices on how to live your life, and sometimes those choices align with the norm and sometimes they don't. Most of the time they don't. I dream of a world where the norm is to follow your heart and to make conscious choices in life instead of conforming to a one-size-fits-all kind of lifestyle. A world where we don't use the word realistic anymore. Because if you don't follow your heart, you'll end up living someone else's dream, only to end up resenting your life, and then you'll have to numb yourself to withstand it. What kind of life is that? To make conscious choices, you'll have to be in tune with your intuition. But how can you be that if you're burdened with trauma, pain, and false beliefs? The first step then is to heal the mess our childhood might have left us with, and heal from pain, disappointments, and losses. It's all about heal so that you can hear what's being said without the filter of your wounds. Why is it so important then? Well, because healed people who follow their hearts can do a lot of good in the world. When you're free from pain, you can be more compassionate, loving, and a resource to yourself and those around you and the planet. Because hurt people hurt people. And the opposite is also true. Free people, free people. So, who am I? My name is Camilla and I am currently 33 years old and I come from Sweden. I had a pretty tough childhood, and to escape that I started traveling at 16 and have continued ever since. I didn't realize that my first solo trip to Spain in my teens would have such a lasting impact. These experiences have deeply shaped my worldview. The two most important lessons I've learned are that there are so many right ways to live this life, and that nationality, race, culture, and gender might seem dividing, but underneath all of that, we're all the same, with the same desires to be loved, accepted, and connected. In my early 20s, I pursued a fire engineering degree because that's what you did. but it killed my soul, and my diploma is definitely my most expensive piece of home decor. A couple of years after graduating, I found myself burnt out. And during that time, I asked myself, if I never get my life back, will I be content with what I've done so far in my life? And the answer was no. I had an epiphany. Life is short. And then I asked myself a new question. What do I want to do if I get my life back? That led to deep healing and creating a very different life for myself. So if you feel like a unicorn, someone who wants to break generational trauma, heal, become the best and most authentic version of you, and follow your dreams, and if you think that I'm someone you'd enjoy having a coffee with, I know I'd like you too, and I'd love it if you stick around. Right now I'm a lonely unicorn hoping to find others like me. I've done a lot of inner work, and while I'm not a perfectly healed unicorn who has it all figured out, I've come a long way. I'm excited to share what I've learned with you, hoping it will help you break free and that you'll find the courage to follow your own heartfelt desires. Ultimately, when we take a step back, we realize that we inhabit a planet floating in space. In a century, we have all passed away and been forgotten. In the light of this, does it truly matter if you choose to pursue a different path, face failure, or encounter judgment from old high school friends? If you dare to take the leap, maybe, just maybe, you'll experience deep fulfillment, find like-minded people who will love you for you, and know what it feels like when your wildest dream come true. Thanks for being here. Let's embark on this journey together.